What's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in again to my YouTube channel. My name is Jay Elu, and today we're going to continue the second part of the CoinMarketCap YouTube series. I'm just going through the tutorial for anybody who's a beginner and who has no idea what they're doing when it comes to looking up cryptos, whether it's to invest or just to learn more about the technology and what it's all about. But today we're going to do a quick tutorial on looking at a specific coin and dissecting that entire page and what types of data that you're looking at and what they all mean. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Let's go into Bitcoin just because it's the biggest crypto out there. And that's probably the one that everybody's most familiar with. So at the top right here, you have the price and of course the coin that you're looking at. And as you can see, Bitcoin's ranked number one. And like we mentioned in the last video, these rankings are usually based off the market cap. Over here, you have the volume over the 24-hour period. Over here, you have the fully diluted value. And if you hover over it, it'll go over all of the details for you. And if you scroll down on this side, it has the website of the project. So if you click over here, it'll take you to the website itself and what you can look for. And then over here, it has the white paper. And this is where it gives you the detailed information on how the crypto was built, what it's about, its vesting schedule, and any detailed information you need to know about it. This is pretty much the fundamental part about it. Over here, it'll list the project socials. Usually there's a X account, whether they have an Instagram, Reddit's, Discords, that kind of thing, Telegram groups. And over here it has a rating system. And down here you have Explorers. And Explorers is where you can go and analyze specifics. It takes you to that specific blockchain's native explorer, and there you could go ahead and see the amount of holders, the token information, and analyze all the different transactions and everything that's taking place within that specific blockchain. Down here, you have the wallet section, and this is pretty much all the different wallets out there that support this crypto. And then we could continue down further, and then there's a Bitcoin to USD converter. And then you could kind of play around with this number here and say you have $50 that you're willing to put into Bitcoin and how much that $50 would be worth. So if I put $50.27 into Bitcoin right now at this moment, it would buy me 0.00059 Bitcoin. If I were to put $1,000 into it, it would buy me 0.012 Bitcoin. And that's pretty much how you get your fractions of what you can afford of the Bitcoin. Because like many of us, we don't have $85,000 lying around to throw into buying one whole Bitcoin, but maybe you have $10 that you can throw into Bitcoin. So you'll just plug in right here, 10, and you could buy 0.00012 Bitcoin. And I know that may seem really small in comparison to owning one Bitcoin, but if you're consistently able to put in $10 here and there, maybe on a daily basis, every couple days, or whatever it is, it adds up over time, especially when we get dips like we have had today. This was once at 126, it is now at $85,000. So if you're able to bring that average down and consistently buy Bitcoin, little by little adds up. We'll go ahead and go down further. Right here shows you the price performance over specific time periods. So we're going to look at the 24-hour period right here. Today's low was $83,862. The high over the 24-hour period was $91,000. And you can see where we're currently at in comparison to that. So that kind of gives you a gauge if you're looking at trying to catch the low of the day. We're at a pretty fair range when it comes to whether or not you should buy at a lower point of the day. If you scroll down even further, it shows you the all-time high. If you're not trying to look at the chart, you just come down here and it shows you on October 6th of this year, it was at 126. And the all-time low was 4 cents. That was July 14th, 2010. So we'll come back up here to the top of the page. We went over the chart yesterday. So if you're needing more information about that, you can go into my last video and analyze that and what analyzing the chart section looks like. We're going to look into the markets tab, shows you where the different areas where you can trade Bitcoin. So the number one exchange with the most volume right now is Binance. The second is Coinbase Exchange. And going down the list, you can see you have Ubit, OKX, Bybit, BitGet, Gate, Qcoin, Mexi. So depending on the country you're at or whatever app you like to use, you can just go into right here, and then it will take you directly to that company's website where you could go ahead and start trading. But if you're new to this, I probably wouldn't jump straight in just yet, but this is just a way to know that you're going to a valid website. And if you go back to the market section, you could see there was over $2.7 billion in the last 24 hours traded on just Binance. When looking at different coins, this is how you can kind of see how liquid coins are and how safe it is to trade on specific exchanges. CoinMarketCap does a really good job of letting you know and highlighting different indicators on what to look for when it comes to this kind of stuff. So definitely, if you're new into this and you're looking to get started right away, look for these green symbols. It shows that coins are less volatile and they're more liquid, which means that you can get in and out of your trades pretty easily. And within this market section, you have sexes and you have dexes. So sexes are pretty much centralized exchanges. These are usually the ones that are regulated and more safe. And this is where the cryptos get custodied onto their platforms and they charge you a service fee or a broker fee in order to use their platform. And all of the names that we went through before, Binance, Coinbase, Ubit, all these guys are centralized exchanges. So that's where you can go create your account on there. And then you have decentralized exchanges. This is where usually you have a wallet. Most people know of like Coinbase wallet or MetaMask wallet. Right here you have Aster for Bitcoin, Hyperliquid, and that kind of stuff. This isn't regulated through a centralized exchange, but it's a decentralized platform that's essentially governed by a community. So you'll just go here, clicking onto Axer Dex, and then you would connect the wallet. And whatever wallet you have, you'll just go here and connect it to it, and you can transact and trade just based off your wallet. Next up, we'll look into the news tab. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you're looking to see what's going on in the world of crypto or whatever specific coin you're looking at, you just come here and they'll give you all the headlines. It's usually updated pretty regularly, so you just go through here. You can sort through the top stuff or the latest stuff. You can just go here. Then as you start getting more advanced and more technical, you can come here to the market cycles tab. And this is pretty much the section that gives you the different indicators of what's going on in the overall market and different indicators that provide data points that can help you make decisions for your trading. And we won't go over all of them on this video, but if you hover over all these sections, they will go ahead and give you a brief breakdown of what each indicator does and what it means. And these indicators right here on the front page are the most popular. There's a lot more that you can go through, and the more advanced you start to get into this, you can just come over here. And then as you can see, there's a list of over 30 that you can go ahead and just analyze and whether these indicators have been triggered or not. And as you can see, a lot of these indicators have not been triggered as of yet. And then the last tab up here is the About section, which probably to me is one of the most important tabs and where I would start when learning about different cryptos is come here and it pretty much breaks down exactly what the cryptocurrency is and gives you an overall background of the project and what to expect from it. So there you have it, guys. We went through a quick tutorial analyzing a specific coin on CoinMarketCap. With the information you got today, that should be enough for you guys to get started onto your crypto journey, whether you wanted to put $1 into something and just to kind of play around and to see what it means to invest into crypto. So thank you again for watching. If you got value from this, go ahead and share this video with somebody. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out. I'll try my best to get to all of you guys. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.